everyone, my name is Dale and today we are going on a global adventure to meet some of the biggest sporting stars and best sporting teams in the world. I hope you're ready for a great adventure. Let's follow along, do the movements with me, find a little bit of space and most of all just have fun.
Sports adventure. You are going to embark on a sporting journey to visit some of the biggest sporting names in the world, as well as visiting some of the most amazing sports venues you could imagine. The most important thing for today's adventure is that you don't get starstruck by your sporting heroes. They are just as excited to meet you as you are to meet them. So enjoy the ride. Get as many selfies as you can with the superstars and the venues you are about to visit. This is a once-in-a-lifetime trip that you will never forget. Keep performing each movement while the instructor reads the story. Only change movements when the instructors tell you the next exercise to perform. First stop on our journey is visiting the Jamaican bobsled team at the 1988 Winter Olympics in Calgary, Alberta. They ask you to train with them before their first qualifying run. Perform a plank like you are in the bobsled.
Okay, so we're going to go down into a plank position like you're a bobsled going fast through the course. Hold it as still as you can.
Next stop is to see one of the luckiest gold medalists ever at a Winter Olympic Games. Stephen Bradbury from Australia won gold in the 100-meter speed ice skating final at the 2002 Winter Olympics at Salt Lake City. Perform side-to-side bounding like you are winning the gold medal in the speed skating event.
Okay, so we're going to go side to side like we're ice skating like Stephen Bradbury. That's it. Nice control on that one leg.
After the speed skating event, you catch a plane to Mount Everest Base Camp in Nepal. You join up with some experienced climbers and take off to tackle the highest mountain in the world at 8,848 meters above sea level. Perform mountain climbers to get to the top of the mountain.
Okay, to form mountain climbers, we're going to go down on our hands and our feet are going one in front of the other like we're climbing a really steep Mount Everest.
From Mount Everest, it's off to the French Alps, where you are handed a bike and a helmet to take part in the biggest bicycle racing event in the world, the Tour de France. The tour started in 1901, and the first winner was Maurice Garin. You need to lay on your back and perform bicycle ab movements as quickly as possible to keep up with the race leaders.
Okay, so you're going to lay down, put your hands on your head and your elbows, you're going to touch your knees like you're riding a bike, nice and fast. The faster you go, the better.
After you finish the race, your phone rings and it's Kelly Slater, the world's best ever surfer, who invites you to go big wave surfing with him at Mavericks Break in California. The break can get as big as 18 meters, so you need to perform squat thrusters with a surfboard side-footed landing. Go hard and enjoy the biggest break in the world.
Okay, so you're going to go down on the surfboard, then up, side to side. Down on the surfboard, up, ride that wave.
Time to say goodbye to Kelly Slater and get in a time machine with Michael J. Fox from Back to the Future. He takes you to Russia, where you are lucky enough to train for the long jump with the women's world record holder, Galina Sistakova. In 1988, she smashed the world record with a jump of 7.52 meters. Perform squat jumps like Galina the superstar.
Okay, so you're gonna go down into a squat, nice and deep, and jump up as high as you can. See if you can break the world record.
Could it be true? You have been invited to London to take part in the most famous rowing race in the world. The Oxford and Cambridge Boat Race started in 1829 and is held yearly on the Thames River in London. You have been selected to row for Oxford. Perform sit-ups like you are rowing in the famous 4.2-mile race.
Okay, so you're gonna go back, touch. The faster you go, the quicker your boat will go, and you'll win for Oxford. See, whipping those hands up.
After your boat race in London, you jump on a plane and it's a short flight to the Swiss Alps at Chamonix. Here you decide to give downhill skiing a try. Perform lunge jumps with a 3-second hold at the bottom. You need to imagine that you are skiing all the way down from the highest peak, Mount Blanc, which is 4,808 meters above sea level.
Okay, so you're gonna get into a lunge, 1 foot behind the other, and you're gonna jump and hold for 3 seconds. Jump, hold for 3 seconds. Just like you're skiing.
You are spent after your huge downhill master skiing session, so you decide to head to Monaco Grand Prix. This is one of the most famous Formula One races in the world. You have been given a wildcard entry to drive Red Bull's second car. Perform a squat hold like you are sitting and driving the fast racing car for 78 laps of the 3.3-kilometer circuit.
Okay, so you're gonna go down to a deep squat hold, and you can imagine that you're driving the Red Bull car.
Enough driving. Time to get back on your feet. Next stop on your journey is Melbourne, where you are taking part in the annual marathon event. The race is 42.195 kilometers long through the streets of Melbourne, Australia. Either jog on the spot or go for a 200-meter run like you are in the race.
We are going to jog on the spot, so nice fast knees up and down. If you want to go for a run or you're outside, go for it. We're going to run as fast as we can on the spot though.
Next stop is North America, where you are visiting John Brzenk, who is known as the Golden Boy of arm wrestling. He has challenged you to a match. Find the closest person to you and have an arm wrestling competition to see if you would be able to beat John Brzenk.
Okay, so find somebody near you and an arm wrestle. You're going to get your elbow on a desk and you're going to lock hands with the other person, and you've got to try and get their arm down on the ground. Okay, if you're right-handed, you can do a right-handed, or you can do a left-handed one which goes that way. Find the closest person and give it a go.
You've had a great visit with John, and he takes you to his local gymnastics center where you are teamed up with a bunch of athletes. Start performing shoulder stand or candlesticks with strict form.
Okay, so we're going to go down on the ground and we're gonna point our toes straight up in the air, up on our shoulders and back down. Up as high as you can get. Point those toes to the sky.
The second to the last stop is to go back in time again and view one of the most famous boxing matches of all time, the Rumble in the Jungle. The Rumble in the Jungle is where George Foreman took on Muhammad Ali in 1974 at Kinshasa, Zaire. Ali won by knockout, so perform fast jabs like you are Muhammad Ali.
Okay, so you're just gonna go really fast punches, as fast as you can, making sure you're hitting the air and nobody else. As fast as you can, like Muhammad Ali.
The final stop on your world sporting journey is to Jamaica to visit the current Olympic champion for the 100 and 200 meter sprint events, Usain Bolt. You start training with Usain, and to finish your journey, you need to perform a 100 meter sprint or fast feet on the spot.
Okay, to finish off, you need to go as fast as you can, flat out like Usain Bolt winning the gold medal. Go!
What a journey! So many sports stars and famous venues. I hope you have enough computer memory to store all your photos of this remarkable trip.